Scavengers is definitely a game that at first glance looked pretty normal to me and didn't seem to offer something different which would make it a must buy. I covered it on the channel already, but I was still keeping my expectations low. I can now say, since I've played it in a content creators event just days ago, that it is much more fun than what I anticipated. Think Halo multiplayer as a third-person game with survival elements and you have Scavengers pretty much. It's also not a coincidence this game is coming from Josh Holmes, who was the creative director of Halo 4 and also created the Halo 5 Warzone mode. Like Warzone, Scavengers is a PvP VE mode. You're thrown into a world with your squad and have both players and NPCs to worry about. But they added some really unique stuff to it, so it doesn't feel like every other shooter out there. Now, first of all, at its core, Scavengers is your strategic survival battleground. You will enter a free-to-play action shooter where squads of 3 compete to survive and dominate in a hybrid of sandbox-style PvE and class-based PvP. Choose from a roster of adaptive explorers, arm yourself with a combination of unique abilities and weapons, and conquer the challenges of a hostile wasteland. Outthink and outfight enemy players and the dwellers of the frozen earth. Given its survival background, players must not only keep their characters safe from combat, but also warm and well fed. Win in a match of Scavengers, and you unlock new methods for crafting and customizing your characters. And also there are character progression systems, and weekly, monthly, and quarterly challenges. Each match has 3 phases. In the Scavenge phase, players search for resources and weapons, and plan strategy with their newly met squad or friends. The second phase, known as Hunt, sees players compete with other human players to collect data points and also battle against AI-controlled enemy factions. And the final phase is called Extract, where the surviving explorers must find and defend launch zones in order to escape with their points and claim victory. There are 2 enemy factions controlled by the AI, which players will have to contend with. The Outlanders, which are survivors gone crazy, and the Scourge, which looks like the Flood from Halo. What's cool about these factions is they can be capturing areas of the map and become the dominant force of this area in particular, which is making the gameplay different each game. The thing that makes Scavengers different from other games though is that you're not forced to actually kill the other players. You can win the game without killing anyone. As the game title says, this is a battle for resources, and you have to have the most resources at the end of the game. You can team up with plenty of other players in the world to take down a certain boss or faction, but always be ready for these players to attack you in your back. You can team up with them, but some will definitely want to steal your resources, so you'll always have to look behind your back.
Jumeder, I'm cold.
Also, each faction will fight the others. Players can join the battle, but will be heavily outnumbered, encouraging care and strategy. The developers wanted to create this sense of openness and exploration, punctuated by moments of intense combat, as opposed to a frenetic, constant combat-focused experience. For example, do you want to ambush this team of players? As a team, you're always having to keep a watchful eye for opposition teams. They don't want Scavengers to become one where killing players is the dominant strategy in the game, where if you're not tremendously skilled at killing other players, that you can feel like you're not contributing to your team. They want to create the opportunity for players to contribute in a myriad of different ways on the battlefield.
Let's not do that again. Gotta reload. Let's try not to blow ourselves up.
Reloading now.
Reminder to everybody to eat. I have plenty of food, might as well.
A new team is in the lead.
Oh, this thing.
Boss is worth 50 points if we can pop him, or put us in the lead. Grenade hits!
Huge.
Nice.
Simply monstrous.
It's rolling everywhere.
You're very brave to face these horrors.
I'm taking shots. Need meds right now.
They're here, Chief.
Done.
Back up where we entered it. Someone can pick me up.
Unless they're leaving. Nope! Back us, behind us!
Think we could use that ride?
Is that a player?
Pop out.
Has been eliminated.
Grenade away!
This grenade hits. Throwing grenade. Throwing a grenade. Meds right now. Down.
Oh, I got it down.
Just reload.
I take more hits. How many? I'm down.
Thanks to Green Skull on YouTube and the developer of Scavengers for being on my team during my matches from the content creator event. Alright guys, Scavengers is coming in 2021 on PC first and later to consoles. Make sure you drop a like if you'd like to see more of this game on the channel and subscribe to stay tuned. Also make sure you check out my other content from the Game Awards on the channel. There's plenty of stuff. Talk to you guys soon. Thanks to Raj Singhbati, I Am Legend, Diamond Hunter 45, Themistocles, Rickno23 and Kian Zolfagari for being a master member on the channel. You can become a survivor member for as low as 99 cents a month, which will help me and the channel as a whole to make more and better videos.